young generation gets the right knowledge about Islam. What they need is knowledge. What they need is Islamic education if they want to. What they need are dialogue sessions, conferences where you can meet other Muslims, where you have dialogue between Muslims and non-Muslims, where you can shake hands with each other, where you can talk with each other. And that is what we should do. We should build bridges. And that is very hard, because the government is working against us. For example, I was invited to the United States for some lectures and by the ICNA relief, and I was rejected a visa. So even from a citizen from a Western country who wants to visit another Western country, they say no, you're a Muslim, so you are dangerous, you're probably a terrorist, your name is on the blacklist, you're not allowed to enter the United States or Canada. That's where we are at this moment. But it doesn't matter, because we now see in the Netherlands that the young generation at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, they are really open-minded and curious about Islam, especially non-Muslims. They are curious about Islam, they want to know more about Islam, and our foundation is growing by the day. Our party, our Islamic-based party, is growing by the day. We have almost 400 volunteers only in the city of The Hague that are working for us. So, we are far from where we want to be. And that is a society where Muslims and non-Muslims can live together in peace. We are not there. And again, this will be a long journey, and I'm worried about the next coming years. Because there is so much anger, so much frustration, as well in the Muslim community and in the non-Muslim community. They are facing each other. They see each other as enemies. And as you probably well know, a lot of our young Muslims in the Netherlands are misguided. They are brought to the wrong path. They are radicalizing. They are getting very extreme. And they are starting to attack non-Muslims in the Netherlands. Even that is happening. And that is a great concern. That is a great concern. I think, I hope, inshallah, in the long term, we will close these gaps. We will work together. That is possible. But for now, we're facing a very, very difficult future in the Netherlands, in Western Europe. Because there is so much hate against Muslims. Muslims are not safe. If you are a Muslim and you are 16, 17 years old, it's almost impossible to get an education. It's impossible to get a job. Unemployment among Muslim youth is about 70 to 80%. There is discrimination, ethnic profiling. And for example, as I showed you, the newspaper, they will make it very hard for the Muslim community and for the young people to organize themselves, to organize events, to speak in public. So, lots of challenges, lots of challenges. I was even threatened because I was going to this beautiful country and I would speech in this place, and they said, if you do that, you make it very difficult for yourself. So probably when I come back to the Netherlands, when I land in Amsterdam airport, I will be interrogated by the intelligence agency, by the police. Why? I don't know. Because I'm a Muslim? Because I want to build bridges? Because I want to give the right example? Because I want people to explain what Islam really is? A message of peace? A religion of peace? If you say that, if that is your opinion, if you try to do something positive with dawah, you're an enemy. You're an enemy. So I am probably an enemy of the state. That is the Netherlands today. That is Western Europe today. And I have to be honest, of course, we don't all give the right example. There are a lot of problems in the world. And some of them are caused by Muslims. I know. But still, because of the acts of some, a whole community, the entire Ummah, is being positioned in a place where they are called enemies, evil, people that we don't want. And some of the Muslims, the Muslim community in the Netherlands, they are leaving. They are going back to where they came from, the first generation. They go back to Turkey, to Morocco, to Tunisia, to Algeria. But the second generation and the third generation, they say no, we don't leave. We live here. We have helped to build this country. We pay taxes. We have had an education. I'm a dentist, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. I'm a full member of this society. And yes, I have obligations. And yes, I have to give the right example. But I also have rights. And they are standing up against injustice. And they are standing up against oppression. And that is beautiful to see. That is beautiful to see. And they are willing to talk to non-Muslims. They are willing to build bridges. But sometimes, of course, they feel alone. And sometimes they are angry. And sometimes they are frustrated. And it's not easy always to give the right example. It's not easy to be and to act like the Prophet, peace be upon him. But still, I am hopeful for the future. I am hopeful for the future. Because I have embraced Islam. I know what Islam really stands for. I know now Islam is a beautiful religion. I know now Islam is peace. And I will continue to bring this message. I will continue to fight for the Islamic community in the Netherlands and outside. And I will continue to fight for justice. And I don't care how many opposition I get, how many threats I get. I don't care. I go on. And even in my own family, some of them, they don't want to know me anymore. They don't talk to me anymore. Some of my friends, our colleagues, some of them I've known for 20, 30 years, they don't want to see me anymore. I'm not invited to their parties or for holidays or anything. But I don't care. I got something back that is much more powerful and much more beautiful than everything they have all together. Because the only thing they know is hate. The only thing they have is fear. And I don't have fear. I don't have hate. I feel love for people. I feel love for mankind. Muslims and non-Muslims. And I will continuing to build bridges. And I will continuing to invite people to Islam. And I will continuing with my foundation. I will continuing with Dawah. And, well, it's not easy to be proud all the time. Because you see also a lot of injustice amongst our own community. But we have one great challenge. And that is that we all have to find a way to become united. To become one Ummah. Because we are divided. And that's a shame. And I think a lot of this dividing is created by forces, by enemies of Islam, by Zionists, the Zionist agenda. I'm sure that they are doing everything to make sure that this beautiful Ummah is not united. And as long as we are not united, we will never be strong. And we have to unite. We have to work together. Can you imagine if this 1.2 billion Muslims are all one and all working together? What a power we can be. what a change we can make in the world, how many good things we can do. This is possible. This is possible, I'm sure. But for now, I would say again, I am proud to be here. I'm a very lucky person. I am lucky that I was guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is something that I want everybody to feel. This relief, this happiness. And I am a different person. People tell me that I am a different person. I think I'm more relaxed. I'm more happy. I feel much more stronger than I felt before in my life. And I'm sure this feeling will only grow. And of course, I'm only for 2 years a Muslim. So if I'm talking about knowledge, I have to learn a lot. I have to learn a lot. I'm not a scholar. I can only talk here from my own heart, from my own personal experience, from my own journey. But still, the last 2 years of my life are the best years of my life. I've never been as happy as I am now. And that is something that is so beautiful, that is so strong, and that is something that I wish was available for everybody in the world. But we have to wait and we have to be patient. We have to go on at giving the right example, and we have to go on being the good followers of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And we have to go on gaining knowledge about Islam. And we must study every day, and we must learn every day, because you're never finished about learning over Islam. So finally, I will end here. Again, I want to thank you for this great opportunity to be here. It is beautiful, and it feels so warm to be here in this beautiful Islamic country. And I feel the warmth of all the people. I feel the peace of all the people. And you have to realize that you are blessed people, that you live in an Islamic country. Some people take it for granted. But you have to realize that it's really beautiful not only to be a Muslim, but to live in a Muslim country where you are free to be a Muslim, where there is no oppression. Don't take it for granted. And work on knowledge. I also want to ask you to do dua for our Muslim community in Western Europe, for the oppressed Muslims, for the oppressed brothers and sisters. And please do dua for our young generation, for the children, to make sure that they are open-minded and that they are embracing Islam and that they want to know more about Islam. And I hope that they will be guided, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the strength to give the right example, and may He protect us and guide us and make sure that we stay on the right path. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.